Okay guys, this is another update on the pressurized CO2 system. As you can see here, this is working very good as of right now. This is the most noticeable update is this 20-liter bottle that I got from this company. I couldn't find the image by Kaylan, but I couldn't find the on the well, their website they have it, but they're all the way to Australia. So these guys are from California and they still have it. So I was able to purchase this bottle. It's a 20-liter bottle plus this splitter here on top. I already have this fitting from when I got this spindle valve. This is a very accurate pressure release valve, adjustable pressure release valve. It can this T here, this gauge, and this fitting all came together. This I purchased this separately earlier, but the last update that I made was this bottle, and I added this aquarium heater to it. So I got this fitting from the place that I work at. I was able to heat it a little bit to get the plastic soft enough so I can secure that with cable ties and without having any leaks. So that way I can adjust the temperature of the bottle itself, because sometimes it gets around 68 in here, and at that temperature the yeast doesn't really want to start producing CO2. They don't want to divide, so they go to sleep. So I'm using this heater to control the temperature, and at the same time, since I have control of the temperature, I also able to control how fast that reaction happens. So as of right now, I'm running this around 6 psi. You won't see it. The gauge here is a little below the 6 psi because it has been using more CO2 than what the system is able to produce. But when it comes nighttime and this valve shut off, then it's gonna be closed, so no CO2 will be able to flow, and it's gonna pressurize the CO2. And sometimes it gets all the way to, in this gauge, which is the gauge that measures the pressure on the bottle, sometimes it gets to 15 psi. Sometimes it's rarely, but sometimes it gets to 20, depending on, mostly when like a day after I prepare a new batch. So that reaction goes really fast, but after that it mostly stay around 10 to 15 psi at the beginning of the day. So as the day goes on, it starts depleting the CO2, and then the pressure goes down. But if you adjust this to a lower psi or a lower flow rate, then you will have more pressure building over time on the tank. I don't really want more. I have the release valve here, the adjustable release valve, but I don't really want any more pressure than what I'm using to build up. I just want it to build up enough so I can use that as it's being produced without any waste. And if you can see here, at night when the solenoid closes the valve, water flow into this, and now this is like a bubble counter too, in a way. So it's like about 1 bubble per second, so that's a good rate for me right now. And the other thing that I added is this solenoid valve. That the one that I had before was getting very hot. So, and this is supposed to be a low temperature solenoid valve, but it still gets hot. So I added these 2 heat sinks right next to it, so as a way to control the temperature, so it won't get as hot. This is it. This is so far it has been working very good. I'm still playing around with the ratio of water and sugar, depending on how much I want it to last. You know, I have getting good results with the gelatin method, but I'm trying other things. And since now I have this temperature control, I'm also trying to play around with the temperature to actually control how fast the reaction is going. I was thinking also to run a coil inside the bottle, so I can also, if I want to slow down the reaction, I can also cool the bottle. So to use maybe a ESP32 to control how much the temperature goes up or it goes down. So if it's getting close to those 20 psi that I have it set up, maybe I want to cool down the reactor so that that reaction don't happen as fast. So it gives the system enough time to release all the CO2 into the aquarium. And then when I need more production, then I can raise the temperature of the reactor. But I would need to run lines inside the bottle. And I have two ports here. I have one and two, so I can have one line coming in this way and another one coming the other way. And then I just need to use something to heat it and cool it. And maybe one of those part here, and I think that's how it goes, that use a thermoelectric properties, and it heats to one side and it cools down in the other side. So, and if you flip the polarity of the module, it flips which side it gets hot and which side it gets cold. So I think that's something that I'm considering and exploring, but this is it for now. So, and also, if you guys, because I spent many years looking for a solution for a blue algae. If you ever have blue algae, this is get rid of it real fast. It's called blue green slime remover, and this is work 100% right away. I spent many years searching and looking for solutions and all these videos on YouTube, and none of them really got to the solution. And I read on a website about this. I purchased it, used it, which in 2-3 days all my green blue algae were gone. As you can see, I have no blue algae in here at all. But before, there was like an infestation of blue algae. Even on the sun, the blue algae were growing on it. Now it's just regular algae that I want because this guy here. So, well, thank you for watching. Until the next time.